What's up, guys? Matt Brown here, ForTheLines.com, and let's go through 5 easy betting tips for the Super Bowl. Get right to it here. Number 1, be sure and shop prices. Head on over to TheLines.com, and when you do, you'll click this little Super Bowl odds page. It'll take you right here. It'll come down, and you can see. Listen, Super Bowl hammered into place a decent amount, but look, there's a 2.5 available where there's 2s across the board everywhere else. If you want to play the money line, you can see you can get a little bit better price at DraftKings on the 49ers. You can get a little bit better price at a couple of other books on the Chiefs if you want to go that route. We always need to shop prices. We always want to make sure that we're getting the best number, but the other way to do that is to come to our handy dandy little prop finder tool. You go to the home page here, click that little green button of the prop finder tool, and let's just start with, a very popular player in, let's say, Christian McCaffrey. You go down and you can take a look. Even his rushing yards, you can see 2 yards difference between the various books out there. Make sure that you're getting the better number if you want the over or the under. You can scroll down a little bit further. Longest rush, there's a difference there. Receiving yards, there's a difference there. We're going down a little bit further and rushing and receiving yards. You can see a 3-yard difference between the low and the high out there in the markets. But look at this when we get to this and where we really want to be able to shop around. To score a touchdown, everywhere from minus 220 all the way to minus 455. You can see when we get to first touchdown, we get down here a little bit further. Look at this. All the way as high as plus 360, as low as plus 295. Do you want to win $295 on your $100 bet, or do you want to win $360 on your $100 bet? So again, we have to make sure that we are shopping around. We make it very easy for you over at the lines. Number 2, overs early and unders late. And basically where I'm going with this is if you're playing the prop market, we'll just continue to stay here on Christian McCaffrey. Christian McCaffrey is a very popular player, and as casual bettors start to get into the market, you are going to have very, very few of those people betting unders, which pushes up the number repeatedly all the way up to kickoff. So basically, if you like the over rushing total on Christian McCaffrey, you basically need to do it right now as you're watching this video, because as we get further along, we've already seen it tick up a yard here. We've already seen it tick up 2 yards here. As the casual bettor picks up his phone, goes to the websites, whatever it is, and decides to start betting, everything is going to tick up. So if you want to bet overs, you need to get in on them early, because the number is going to only get worse as the week progresses. If you want an under, wait. Seriously, wait until the day of the game if you can keep yourself from doing it, because this number for Christian McCaffrey is likely to be at least 93 by the time this thing kicks off. So remember, overs early, unders late when it comes to the prop market. Number 3, the money line on the favorite. So we're going to click here on the Super Bowl odds page yet again. When we go to the money line, what we will see is typically you'll get value on the money line for the favorite the closer the game gets. Typically, over the years, a casual bettor wants to win more money than they bet. They don't want to lay the 130 to win 100. They don't want to bet $130 to win 100, which is what the minus 130 means. They would prefer to bet the 100 and then win 110, which is what the plus number means. So what happens is the underdog money line gets bet a lot. And what that does is it deflates and depresses the price on the favorite's money line. And you actually end up getting value on the favorite the closer we get to the game on the money line. And you can see already at DraftKings, we're down to 125 on the favorite here for San Francisco. As the week progresses, we'll likely see more money line bets on the dog. And as that happens, you will end up getting a better number on the money line for the favorite if that's the direction that you want to go. Number 4, correlate your props as much as possible. Every single bet doesn't necessarily have to tell the exact same story for the game. It doesn't have to tell the exact same game script and outcome. However, what we don't want to do is go all over the place with everything, right? So let's just say that we're looking at Patrick Mahomes, and we love the over on Patrick Mahomes passing yards, and we're going to play the over on Patrick Mahomes passing yards, yet we're going to play the under on his passing touchdowns. Now, is there a world that exists where Patrick Mahomes throws for 263 yards and doesn't have 2 touchdowns? Of course. However, if Patrick Mahomes is getting towards the peak of his passing yards total and exceeds this, and who knows, maybe even hits a ceiling. What if Patrick Mahomes, not only does he fly over this 261.5 or 262.5, but he ends up with 300 yards? You've won this bet on the over, but he's very likely to have a couple of touchdown passes along the way if he's throwing that much as it is. And if you bet the under, then you basically just split the two bets. So we're trying to tell a story, and what you want to do is ask yourself how you think this game is going to play out, and then tell that story with your prop bets. Again, not every single bet has to correlate, but you really and truly want to try to have a really good day if you're betting a bunch of props. What you don't want is all these props telling a different story throughout the course of the game, and it's impossible, no matter what the game, how the game turns out, that you have a good day betting props. If you love the Chiefs, if you love Patrick Mahomes, you think Patrick Mahomes is going to go nuts, then you're going to bet his over on his passing yards, and you're going to bet over on his passing touchdowns, and you might even come down and bet over on completions or attempts, because you're telling the story of a successful day for Patrick Mahomes. And if that were to happen, then you win all of those bets along the way. So just something to think about whenever you're making your prop bets. Correlate how you think the game might go, or how a player might go, however that might happen along the way, so that you don't end up with conflicting bets and make it tough for you to have a really good prop betting day. And number five on our list here of Super Bowl betting tips. Listen, don't forget about live betting. And it is, I know you're going to be at a party, you're going to be with friends, you're going to be with family, you're going to be wherever it might be, in a sports book. I understand. It's tough. You get distracted. You have a few cocktails. You don't really think about the game in that form, but there will be times where there might be opportunity to bet in game. And by the way, if you've never really paid attention, the prop numbers change in game as well. So there might be opportunities along the way to get in on a prop live. Let's just say, for example, you notice the first couple of drives that Kansas City is all up in the backfield and Brock Purdy is really feeling the pressure and looks very uncomfortable. Maybe you want to hit Brock Purdy under on his passing yards. Maybe you want to hit Brock Purdy under on his completions. There are different ways in game that you can get involved, even on the prop side of things, outside of just the spread and the total. So again, I know we're going to be distracted. We're going to be having fun, but just keep in mind, there are live bets to be made. There are live opportunities to be had. So don't forget about live betting throughout the course of the Super Bowl game. Guys, everything we do at The Line's absolutely free. We're also running a free contest as well. That link is in the description. Just a fun little pick'em contest that you can go in and win free money. So be sure and do that as well. And of course, we have the very best offers you can possibly have in order to get the best sign-up bonuses and all of that at these sportsbooks. And again, you need to have multiple outs. You can see the numbers are different in the different places. So we want to take advantage of all of that. So hit that subscribe button down below. If you haven't done so already, come join us over there in the Discord, talking about football, talking about basketball, talking about everything, all the way up until everything gets going. Guys, cannot wait for the Super Bowl. Good luck on all your bets.